I know a lot of people would like to see more Dreamboat content. That will be happening soon, but at over 100 degrees outside temperature, Dreamboat is very, very hot inside, and I'm okay waiting until it's just a little cooler. Let's just say in the low 90s before we get cracking on that project again. It is coming, stay tuned. So we've had this now up for a week in a couple of days. Let's see how dusty and dirty it is. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought, but I'm gonna clean it. Taking advantage of the cooler weather. It's only like 95.
Yeah, it's still hot. It's still hot.
What are you doing?
Trying to figure out. I don't like the way when the latch comes around like this. It seems like the bolt here is up high, and I'm trying to see if I can lower that slightly to see that it lines up better, because it's not latching right. It's not latching easy, and it should latch easier. We've just replaced this. It had cracks forming here and here because it was being pulled. It was bending. All that is bad, but it's partly a symptom of the latch not latching easy and having to pull on it to get it to latch. So I'm hoping that a little attention here solves our problem before this one breaks too.
And I've seen people put like a little handle.
Yeah, people put handles up here. Maybe that solves it, but ultimately I can kind of tell that the bolt, when it hits in here, doesn't line up correctly, so I want to fix that. It's a bit hard to show, but as this goes in, the bolt is up high against here and not centered like it should be. It's close to the center, but not centered. All right, you can see from the little halo mark at the top of this that's left over that I did get it to drop. I'm gonna say maybe 1/8 of an inch. Now I'm gonna close the door and see if it makes a difference. It does actually make a lot of difference.
I no longer see daylight and I can get out. I was feeling like I was gonna get trapped.
I think if you would have pushed it before, it would have just opened, but it wasn't clicking like it should. I think it's actually working better. Go ahead and close it and see if you can lock everything and get everything to lock right.
Okay. This little flip lock works. I'm gonna try the deadbolt.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
I think it's better.
It is better. Did you try adjusting the hinges?
I did a little bit adjust the hinge, but we got more out of that.
Absolutely.
So I think that's good.
Okay.
We'll have to check it again after we move the trailer because the jacks seem to affect exactly how the latching.
The door works, yeah.
Yep. All right.
Well, we've already done the hinge project, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead, and that interests you, tuning up your door, we've done the whole thing where you put the board in, you bend, all of it.
I'm about to solve this problem right here. This stuff right here. Just a drop will do it. Just gotta hold it here for a few seconds and then it'll be ready to stay.
Additionally, Andrew and I have picked up a little bit of a side hustle. We are doing some gate guarding. Apparently there's a lot of opportunities for RVers to do work camping. We picked this particular situation because every hour is paid and they provide us with hookups that we need on site. And I think that will help us afford our parts a little bit more quickly. If you haven't seen it, we just replaced our brakes and tires on this Airstream. And you know, that's expensive. So there goes Dreamboat's Multi-Plus savings yet again. So we're gonna start again. The Multi-Plus is coming, all of his batteries and wiring, that's still to come. This new situation allows us to still do our eBay, still work on the motor home, and make YouTube videos, in addition to making some extra money to help support the project.
I'm continuing around the Airstream with some of these random tasks. Right now, I'm going to lubricate the awning arms with some silicone spray. This is from Napa, I think, but pretty much it's pretty standard. Anywhere you get it, it's about the same. We've been out here in South Texas for quite a while, and Awning's definitely getting quite a lot of work. All right, so we've got the uppers, we've got the diagonal arms, the pin locking mechanisms, spring lock mechanisms. Looking pretty good. Incidentally, I've noticed that my awning cover up here is misaligned. If anybody has any idea what an easy way to realign that is, please let me know in the comments. I'd very much appreciate it. And here we are down at the other end of the trailer, the opposite of the same problem. My goal here is to get rid of the involuntary night light and replace it with one that only glows when it's actually on. So this has been an annoyance. It's not really a huge thing, except this light never goes off. So I've got the second one put into place here. I'm just going to swap over the wires one at a time. Basically, we've got a boondocking power draw for no reason because it's lit all night. You don't really notice it till you're sleeping and your eyes have adjusted to the full darkness and it looks like some kind of purple weird disco up here. I'll put a link in the description for the non-glowing at all times version if you've got these and you want to swap them out. All right, this is a huge improvement on a small thing. Now the button doesn't glow, so it won't be using power all night if we're boondocking. We still have the dim function, so we can turn it down if we need to use a little less power. Very happy with this small modification. And the good news is we don't have that.
Yeah, the best news is that it won't keep me up at night. I know you sleep really well and easily.
Well, then there's the getting rid of the creepy blue glow, so right. That's an improvement too.
Nobody needed to see that.
Absolutely nobody needed that.
Sometimes if you were over in this area and it was glowing, I would like roll over, wake up and like be startled.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're in a haunted house.
Right, it's horrible.
Yeah.